Every single shop owner, I'm not saying this about you, I don't know you. You're almost there. There's a level of callousness. There's a level of callousness of like really ultra successful shop owners. They say they care, but they take the...
Hey, my name's JR, and I'm the guy that gets to talk to shops all day long, every day about what they want. And you know what every shop wants? More cars. That's by far the most important thing. It's probably the most important thing for you. So what would be the best way to do that? Well, we've got this package that we made to specifically answer this question called the Car Count Booster. It's catchy, right? It's literally the 3 things you need to do that will cover the majority of your inbound marketing, getting people to call the shop. It's having an outstanding customized website, having a really, really good Google advertising plan, and then also having a really good SEO plan. So these 3 things together are a really good way to make the phone ring. And not only that, but to get customers that are qualified. So this is our Car Count Booster package. I love it. It's very, very popular, and it's a wonderful way to feel confident about that inbound lead strategy. So if you want to talk more about it, we had scheduled a Discover call with me. I would love to meet with you, explain more about it, look at your shop, and see if we can work together.
I'm just telling you, like this junk vehicles, there's too many variables and there's no way to fix that. And I don't know how you people cope. I don't know how you coped. I don't know how you cope. I don't know how you do it.
I don't cope. I just tolerate.
I don't know how you can get over that. I don't know. It still eats me up inside. I don't know how you get over it. I don't know. I need like a pill or a shot or something I can take and go, hey, don't worry about that.
Oh, they make that. They make that. Go to your doctor, tell him, hey, I would like a prescription for Xanax. And just tell him you want the ladder bars. Eat one of those a day.
Walk around with a smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Xanax the fix?
Yeah, that's actually how we go to market. We tell everybody is Xanax is the fix to being a shop owner.
It's gonna just mellow everything out.
It is a level. Every single shop owner. I'm not saying this about you. I don't know you. You're almost there. There's a level of callousness. There's a level of callousness of like really ultra successful shop owners. They say they care, but they take the I didn't build it, I didn't buy it, and I didn't break it mentality to cars. I cannot do it. I get that I didn't buy it, I didn't break it, and I didn't build it. I get that. I understand that. Logically, that makes sense.
I only say it because I'm like trying to convince myself of that. I still feel it inside.
I didn't say you had that level of callous. I think that's holding you back considerably. You go down there right now, and I'll pull 5 extremely successful shop owners, and I'm telling you, I'll talk back and forth with them, and you're going to see that moment where they admit the callousness. Mm-hmm. They admit it, and they go, "Yep." And they'll never say that. Look, at the end of the day, it's just a paycheck, and I don't really give a crap. They won't say it like that, but that's really what it is. They care right up until where it interferes with the vacation house, or hey, if I care too much, I'm not going to get that boat, and I don't want to care that much. I need that boat. I can't cross that line. What do?
I wouldn't want you to cross that line. I mean, that's keeping that relationship very personal. I mean,
no, not with the customer. The customers, I feel bad for the customer. It's just it's a personal insult to me. Like, I may not even meet these people. I don't think you understand. I never talk to these customers. I don't have the, hey, what's your dog's name? Fido. I don't have any of that. None of that. These are just customers that come in. Juan takes care of them. They have an interaction. They do the DVI. They send it off. They get the estimate. They fix it. 6 months later, I see it on the tow truck. And because that vehicle has left a mark on me, or I just remember it. Not because it was a bad experience. Maybe we got the repair done. Everything went smooth. But I see the name. And then I'm like, what's leaking on that? Oh, something leaking coolant. We did a water pump on that car 6 months ago. I remember stuff like that. I don't know why, but I do. Can't remember names. So I'm going to forget your name 5 minutes after you leave. I'm sorry. No insult against you. It's just the way I am. But I'm going to remember that water pump. We put that water pump in there. Tell me that water pump isn't leaking. Oh, I don't think so. I still feel bad. Like it comes back with a coolant leak. It's not the water pump. Our water pump held. And we tell the customers, hey, once we restore pressure, other leaks could happen. Do you understand? Great. Sometimes we put that flipping phone call on the ticket. We put the phone call on the ticket so they can't be like, you didn't tell me. Yeah, we did. We told you. We do everything we're supposed to do. That car still comes back with a leak. Why? Just stay fixed. Don't you want to do what you do? You drive. That's what you do. They get in you. You drive. Just do that. Instead, you're leaking. Why? I get upset. That bothers me. There's no fixing that. I can't get over that. I don't know why. Am I broken? Is it just me? I'm broken?
There's plenty of reasons I can give you for being broken. Where should I start? I guess I understand. And I'm going to tell you something. I have a very unhealthy relationship with the cameras at the shop. And so I watch them. And like I get an alert about something pulling in. And buddy, if I zoom in, I see that tag, license plate, and I'm like, man, I can read it. I guess I have to search it now. Oh, man, we worked on that car. Right? And next thing you know, I'm looking it up. I will spend the whole weekend fretting over that car. And then I show back up at the shop, and it was something completely different.
Yeah, something benign.
The best one was
assume the worst.
The best one was the one that was like the same kind of truck, but he'd moved the tag from one to the other, and I had it on the old one. I'm like, oh no, not that.
But you think that has something to do with you guys' names on the building? Like that's your baby. Everything that happens inside those four walls is
for me.
At the end of the day, like it's us, right? You know, it's you guys.
For me, probably because I've so closely tied my self-worth and what, in other words, like for me, I think it's bigger than just a repair shop, right? Because like I take a lot of pride in my parents' reputation and the legacy they've left. And they didn't have a shop, but in our community, everybody knew them. And so I want people to know that I'm doing what's right. And I want people to know I'm taking care of them. Things that bother me is like I know I'm the most expensive in town, and so I want to make sure I'm providing the value for that. And so like when I don't provide the value for that, that bothers me. Like those are the things that like
or you,
really
you feel like you didn't provide the value. Yeah,
that hurts me deep down in my soul. Like I can't shake that. Yeah. Somebody has bad or negative feedback. I'm getting better at it, but for the longest time, I mean, it would make me physically unwell for a few days.
Look, we have this podcast, right? I love doing the podcast. It's a lot of fun for me. All right. That's what I do most of the day. I don't really work at the shop. I do the podcast stuff. Okay. We have vendors. We have sponsors, right? I want the sponsors to feel, though, like we are over-delivering on what they pay us. Sure. That's what I want to feel like. Okay. And so if we recommend, hey, go sign up with Shop Marketing Pros or go pick up Shopware, and they don't like Shopware, or Shopware didn't give them the kind of experience that they wanted, or whatever, that bothers me.
Yeah,
that bothers me to no end.
Yeah, same.
And until I find out that the person is plumb crazy or mentally challenged, intellectually challenged, let's call it that way, that they just don't get it and they can't work the program, until we reach that point, which sometimes happens, it bothers me.
Yeah, like, I'll spend hours with somebody trying to resolve.
Yeah, like I want to fix this for you. Because one, I don't want you to think that we're just going around because they pay us to tell you, no, we use the program. Like we like the program. We wouldn't be saying it if we didn't like it, right? And then two, I want them to deliver a great product to you and then you recommend it. And I want lots of people being happy with everything, the whole situation. But it's not the same with the cars. The cars are worse.
Yeah. I think it's because it has such an impact on the consumer, right? Like
it's their livelihood.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is somebody's business. Like they get hooked up at Shopware and it's an absolute disaster. Like I just jacked up their business, right? So it's a big deal that Shopware be able to deliver on what it is that we need them to do. And
I think I've only fielded like a handful of complaints, and I've always been able to pinpoint like, oh, this is a you problem, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that happens. It doesn't happen. It's very rare. Mostly I get complained like, they're like, I don't know.
Where's the green button on the left?
Yeah, where's the green button? Or Parts Tech doesn't have this vendor hooked up to it, and therefore I don't like it. Like, just order everything else through Parts Tech. It'll be fine. It's free. What are you doing? Anyway, don't get me started on that. Anyway, I'm just saying. I think a little bit is the fact that, hey, Parts Tech is like, it's great. I love it. I use the crap out of it. I order almost everything. I go out of my way to find the thing in Parts Tech and order. I order oil through Parts Tech if I can. Like the other websites, like it's easier if I type in the. No, I find the part number and I stick that sucker in Parts Tech, and that's what because I want there to be uniformity in the way it transfers over into Shopware and everything. Just wants to. So I do everything through Parts Tech. But at the same time, like I didn't design it. And so you're like, hey, I love the crap out of this. It's like a nice restaurant. Like I love their food. Oh, I don't like the way they made my steak. It's like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. You obviously don't know how to order steak. You're wrong. That's how I feel. Like you're wrong in not liking this.
Isn't that's an integrity thing though, right? You're putting your name on that recommendation.
Yes, but I'm saying though, if they don't like it, I think it's the them problem because it is. It's a them problem. If they are not happy with my repair, I cannot throw that back on the customer and go, you're just wrong. I don't know how to do that. In other words, everything that I like about the podcast and the way I can deal with the podcast and its challenges, not that there are that many, but I'm saying like the challenges we have with the podcast, I can't transfer that over, that feeling, that approach, that mentality.
The shop definitely feels much heavier than the podcast. The shop feels substantially heavier. And maybe it's because this isn't our only business. This isn't our only livelihood. If we were like Carm or something, I'm sure like we'd be way more stressed out about it. But
really, you think?
He seems stressed out about it.
Carm?
Yeah.
You think he's stressed out? I think he's just relaxing, doing his thing.
Maybe I misread.
If you like that clip, you can watch the entire episode by clicking on the link in the description. We drop a brand new episode every single Monday evening. And if you want to escape our Google overlords, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast player. And we drop those episodes first thing Monday morning. Thank you to Shop Marketing Pros for sponsoring this video. Make sure you take advantage of the special offer just for our listeners. That link is also in the description. Leave us a like and a comment and make sure that you're subscribed.